production. Good evening, gentlemen. How's it going? This is Sir Yidis, and I am doing a part two of calling out these feminists that wants all the privileges and benefits, but they're not willing to sacrifice. Keep that same energy, feminists. You were the ones that said that you were equal to us in every way until shit hits the fan. A good example is Ukraine. And who knows? Who knows if the US gets dragged into it? I'm going to give you guys my opinion because yesterday in the previous live stream, we were just talking about the Ukraine and Russian situation overall and world events and whether NATO and whoever should get involved and blah, blah, blah. Today, I'm going to give you guys my personal opinion and why I think feminism is pretty much a joke at this point. But before I do that, I'm going to get this out the way. If you want to support the channel or the Warband, or if you have any questions that you want me to answer immediately, go ahead and donate to paypal.me/SirYidis. I put the link I pinned on top of the chat. Okay, I got some cool stuff that's about to come very soon. I'm very excited to show you guys. This is going to be good. I'm going to do another upgrade to the channel. It's going to be nice. All thanks to you guys' donation. Thank you. All right, let us begin. How hilarious, how hypocritical modern women are. It's not even funny. They're not even hiding anymore. I love how when we are in a good probability, a good chance of being in a world war, depending on the situation, they just completely just forget. Like their mind is just erased on how they don't need men. Men are obsolete. Men are trash. Men are gross. Men are only good enough to go to war and die. Men are just walking ATMs, etc. I love how they forget how they keep bragging how they're so empowered, they're so strong, they're so independent, they don't need a man. We are equal to a man. Actually, no, we're not equal to a man. We're superior to men. Look it up. It's all over social media. I don't even have to give you guys proof. Just look it up. Look it up. That's how modern women definitely see men. Only because they live off the backs of men that build and maintain society. But what's happening in Ukraine, I believe, would be a very similar situation that may happen in the US, right? If it gets that far, because if the U.S. gets involved, hey, let's just expect there's going to be a nuclear war. But besides the point, let's just put nukes out of the equation, and we actually have to fight. Ukraine let women and children. Women, they're allowed to vote. Women, they're equal. Women, they have equal rights over there in Ukraine. But they allowed women and children to leave Ukraine, go take shelter, go escape. But, as a man, actually, yeah, young man from the age 18 to 6 years old have no choice but to stay and fight. If a woman chooses to stay and fight, oh, that's even better for Ukraine. But they're given the chance for women and their children to run away. The men have no choice but to fight a very one-sided battle that they're most likely going to get killed. And of course, gentlemen, of course, this type of scenario has been happening throughout history. This hasn't really changed, but it's just the hypocrisy that I'm pointing out that feminism has, and how women, they love to move the goalposts. I'm sure you guys see my previous live stream about moving goalposts. They move the goalposts way to the left. Oh Lord, way to the left. Oh, I'm just a girl. Oh, I'm just a. Oh, I can't fight. Blah blah blah. You remember what happened with Donald Trump blowing up General Soleimani at the Iranian airport? Just boom, he blew up to pieces. And the people were making memes about World War III. I think back in 2018 or 19. Pretty sure it's 2019. Silence from the feminists. Silence from the male feminists. Silence from the simps and white knights. Because they were talking all that trash of how they don't need men, they don't need this, they don't need that. But when they have to actually fight for their freedom, when they actually have to sacrifice for their way of life, they skedaddle right back into the kitchen. They literally shut the hell up, went back in the house, no complaining, no nothing. They're literally on what's it called, TikTok and all the social media videos, saying that they're not feminists anymore. Back in 2019, and they're doing it again today because the potential threat for women to actually have to fight. You see the hypocrisy? Men, we don't have a choice. We could walk away. That's about it. If we don't get shot in the back because of desertion or whatever. But women, modern women, Western women, they have the audacity to claim that they're so oppressed. They have the audacity to claim that the patriarchy. But little that they know, the patriarchy is the thing that keeps them safe in the first place. I know these Western women don't make any sense, but I'm trying my best to break it down for y'all. It's just so hypocritical, so contradicting of them trashing men all this time. But, but, when there's a chance that they have to go into the valley of death, potentially getting severely wounded or killed, potentially becoming a prisoner of war, all of a sudden there's conservatives again. All of a sudden they're traditional women. Yeah, we call those chameleons. They've shown their true colors. They've really shown how they feel about men as a whole. You give them an inch, they took 200,000 miles. But now all of a sudden they want to be like, oh yeah, man, oh yeah, even though we treated you like shit for the last 60, 70 years, we treated you completely horrible, literally treated you like a second class citizen. We treated you better than, we mistreated you better than a dog. Like I know we think less of you than dirt, but can you please fight on our behalf? I'm just a girl. No, no. What sane man is going to defend a society that treated him like trash since birth? What sane man is going to defend a society that takes advantage of him and extort him for everything that he has because he's supposed to produce? What sane man is going to protect a society that pretends he doesn't exist just because he doesn't meet certain standards, delusional standards? Why should a man defend a society that are quick to throw him in jail just because a woman said something? Allegations alone. I'm just saying, gentlemen. I'm just saying. I really don't see the point. Unless unless you're defending people around you that's close. Like if you already have a family, that's understandable. Or if you have a couple good friends, I understand you as a man that has to pick up a weapon to defend them. But to fight on behalf of a society and government that literally drains you dry and then throw you in the dumpster? No. Hell no. Why why can't they let the very liberals and feminists to fight for the society, fight for their way of life? Because in Western society, that this is their way of life. This society right now that we have in the West benefits them the most right now. Hell, there's literally people that are getting tickets. I don't know if they're going to jail, but literally getting tickets for misgendering somebody or saying a word that hurts somebody's feelings. This very society benefits the liberals, alphabet community, feminists, male feminists, etc. Furries, fuck it. I'm pretty sure furries are part of them. Why not make them grab a weapon and fight for their way of life? This is what they voted for. This is what they want. Why not send them to go fight and bleed and sacrifice to protect their way of life? See, they would have tricked us. They would have tricked us men, if they didn't expose themselves on countless occasions, on TV shows, social media, in person. They showed how they truly feel about men. So, unless I have to protect somebody that's close, like siblings, parents, a couple good friends of mine, I'm not picking up that rifle. If it comes to the West, oh, you're on your own, society. You're on your own. And I know that there's countless men out there that feels the same way. Even what Undead Chronic said, and I'm sure plenty of men out there agree, they will rather just go to jail than to fight on behalf of a society and a government that didn't give a fuck about them in the first place. Make those people that voted the president in, that voted the administration in, that voted for all these members of political office, public office, have them go fight for it. Because I guarantee you, if shit does pop off, the U.S. is in trouble. If the military technology fails, we're in trouble. And I don't blame it. And I think part of the reason why Rome fell, part of the reason, because I know there's various reasons on why Rome fell, but part of the reason is plenty of men laid down their weapons. They didn't want to fight anymore. They choose not to fight. It's a failing society that pretty much treat them like trash. They just like, no, I'm done fighting. Lay down their weapons. Similar to Afghanistan, even though half their police force and military was corrupt in the first place, right after the United States pretty much bailed and left them billions of dollars of weapons, the actual Afghan police or military that did want to fight, they don't want to fight anymore. Nah. It's a saying that's been around since the beginning of the red pill and the MGTOW. Once the lights go out, feminism will go out with it. And you clearly saw that happen in Ukraine. An entire invasion from Russia. 190,000 soldiers invading from the east, the south, the north. Surrounded. All that feminism shit gone. And women were very happy about that. Believe me. They weren't forced to stay there and die. Kill or be killed. And who's responsible for that? The very same patriarchy that women claim they hate so much. Whoa. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. That's all. That's all I'm doing. I'm just pointing out the ridiculousness, the oxymoron that we're dealing with when it comes to feminism. I guarantee you, if shit pops off near the States or in the States, who are these liberals, feminists, male feminists, LGBT, etc.? Who are they going to be looking for to save the day? Men, masculine men. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. I am just keeping it real. I'm just putting it out there. That is my stance on the Ukraine and Russia situation, and my opinion on, what happens if the West gets involved. I'm not getting involved with an organization, with society that are willing to make me a statistic and treated me like shit my whole life. I'm still strong. I'm still good. I'm still doing great. But I'm just saying, how is this my fight? No same person, no same man is going to bleed and die for the very same system that treated them like shit. That's what I'm saying. And what's happening in Ukraine? It's literally what we've been saying the entire time. Once again, once the lights go out, so will feminism. When it comes to life and death situations, feminism's out the door. Just saying, y'all. Just saying. All right. I got an awesome super chat. Thank you very much. I am definitely going to be reading it right now. Give me a second. Come on, give me the whole message. It is from HMI. Thank you for the super chat, man. Definitely appreciate it. Keep it up, young man. We the people are united through love of life for one another. Never again. I agree. Never again. Never again. They expose themselves. They expose their envy for men, the hatred for men. They expose how they don't like men whatsoever, because they know deep down they can't survive without men. They can't, and they know this. Like, Ukraine is literally proof. It's literally proof. Because if they really believe they can survive without men, plenty of women will be picking up arms right now in Ukraine. Plenty. But no, they're skedaddling out of the country, or they're hiding in all the shelters. In this scenario, the barbarians are at the gate. They literally showed what happens when the barbarians are at the gate. They will run, they will hide. But worst comes to worst, if Russia was that savage, the very same women would be on their backs. Let's keep it real. That's how it's been since the beginning of humanity or whatever. Western women got too comfortable with the peace that we gave them. And I'm pretty sure Western women will be like, oh, it's not going to happen to us in the States. It's not going to happen to us in Sweden. It's not going to happen to us in UK. What are you talking about? We're fine. Yeah, sucks for the Ukrainian women, but it ain't going to happen to us. We'll see. Time will tell. Because personally, I don't think many women can comprehend the horrors of war. The very same men that they clown, trash, put down, took advantage of, hell, sometimes even killed. The very same people that these model women mistreated are now looking at these very same people, aka men, to be their saviors. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, especially in the West, because we see through the lies now. You expose who you are. When shit hits the fan, it's not going to be good. It is not going to be good. I feel bad. A little bit. Because there will be a bunch of angry men around. And with shit hits the fan in the United States, do you really believe that the state is going to protect you from these angry men that are running around? We'll see. I am going to send an invite so I can get people in. I want to get you guys' opinion on my opinion. Ribby, what's going on, man? What's going on? All right, here's the links that I'm sending right now. If you want to talk to me about the situation, my stance on the hypocrisy of feminism, especially when it comes to life or death situations, World War III, etc. And before I begin, once again, if you have an important question, if you have a statement, if you just want to donate, go ahead and click on the link that I pinned on top of the chat to paypal.me/SirYeetus. Okay. All donations are appreciated. I am going to be working tirelessly on making content right now. I think it's more important than ever to put out as much content as possible now. Because at this point, it's anybody's game. Who knows how long we are able to create content like this on YouTube or any other platform. All it takes is one bad day for shit to get real right now. I know many of you men understand, but these simps and feminists and all those other people out here, they can't comprehend. And I don't think they will until it's too late. All right, I'm going to read some of the chat, and then we're going to start with the call-ins. I already have 3 people already. Let's go. Wait, what? All right, right here. Free Walls. The feminists will try to shame you. Coward, you won't fight for your country, but hold strong to your principles, man. Don't say them. They chose this. Yep. The feminists will try to shame you they're going to shame you so hard when shit gets real. They're going to shame you till they can't shame you anymore. To make you pick up a weapon and protect their way of life. Not yours, theirs. Think on that, gentlemen. You need to think hard about that. Are you really going to bleed? Are you really going to get severely injured? Are you really going to die for somebody that treated you like shit your whole life? Come on. Woo. Never again. My dad was second year doctor graduate and joined Army Air Corps because his brother was safe as a German prisoner of war. His mom was pissed off. Really? No, come on. Come on. Yeah, your mom, your mom needs to relax. Jacob, man, you get drafted, you 100% get the serum plus several other drugs. Yep, that's pretty much comes with the contract. Do. Steve, let the soy boys, feminists, furries, communists, and femboys fight for this country. Like you just said, it's their country. Yeah, yeah. In their mind, this is their society. You as straight men, what are the words that they say again? Cis white males, what the fuck it's called? Masculine men, straight men, whatever. We live in their society. That's how they perceive it. The society is theirs. We just live in there. Hell, I'm pretty sure they believe that they're allowing us to be in their society. That's how delusional it gets. Lion and MGTOW, what's going on, man? What's going on, Lion and MGTOW? There are known feminists when just there are no feminists when disaster strikes. Yep, there is none, and of course, no sympathy, zero sympathy. Give them nothing. Bob, hey Yeet, I was almost on Chronic Stream, but I had to leave. I wanted to talk about how Transformers have as much right to the military that they don't have to fight. Oh, we'll get to that in a bit. That'll be a conversation. I'll bring it up. Samson, would be awesome if men on both sides were to throw up their hands and tell their leaders, "Fuck off! I'm going my own way, you bloody scoundrel." Oh, they would be thrown off guard, like, "Yo, what the hell? You can't do that. You can't do that." And more than likely, their leaders are going to be women. So best believe these female prime ministers or presidents or whatever are going to be shaming the fuck out of men. But we don't care anymore. We don't. You shouldn't care. Why would you? Like what Lion MGTOW said, the mask came off. They can't manipulate and shame men on a massive scale anymore. They reveal themselves on purpose. This is a life lesson to you, gentlemen. Let a woman talk long enough. Eventually, she will tell on herself. All right, let's keep going. Lockout. Yep, lockout. And keep going. Dragon Slayer. The future of humanity is bleak. We will still be here, but freedom will be a distant memory. Hey, I'm going down in the blaze of glory, all right? I ain't going to be doing no slavery or crazy stuff. But it's for only me and my people that I'm very close with. Whatever happens to society, that's on them. It ain't my society anymore. Why would I? Brian. Yeah, not to mention forcing them into homelessness and killing them like Mr. Obvious. What happened to Mr. Obvious? Interesting. Island Hermit. This is also why you want to be the best possible shape you can if World War III pops off. You want to be able to protect yourself. Yep. I'm definitely going to get to that in this live stream. Rishi. It's their world. We just live in it. Pretty much. Pretty much. They really believe that the society that we built is theirs, and we're just living in their society that we built. Like what? Ivan Lozano. Hey, Yi, off topic. If you know about the skeleton Pokemon sprites in general Pokemon, what do you think of them? I don't remember about that, but I'm definitely going to look it up. I'm pretty sure if I look it up, I remember. Damn, I'm getting old. All right, let's start adding people in. Gray, what's going on?
Evening Warband.
I'm going to be adding other people. Real talk, what's going on?
What's happening, my brothers?
And I'm going to add one more person. Constantine, what's going on?
What's going on, Sir Yeetus? How are y'all this afternoon?
I am doing phenomenal right now. I don't know if you guys were here with my little rant that I gave out. What is
I
your?
heard a good part of it.
Oh, you did? Okay. What
Yes,
is your
sir.
perspective on my stance of why would I fight for a society that treats me like trash?
I completely understand why you feel that way personally. I actually kind of was going down that path yesterday whenever I was giving my little opinion on yesterday's live stream. You're absolutely right, because men have been demonized for the past few decades as being predators, as being just inherently perverted and all this different stuff. And a lot of us growing up, we were put through a bunch of emasculation, indoctrination when we were younger, growing up in school and all that stuff. We had different media sources telling us we were worthless. We had women telling us we were worthless. And really now more than ever, feminism definitely is showing that that's what a lot of women believe about men. It's just a general disdain about men. That's really
Hey,
all that
Gray,
it
you got
is.
background noise?
Is it still active? I thought I got it.
Do you guys hear it? Or is it
It,
just
it
me?
went down about like
Yeah,
60%, but it's still there a little bit.
yeah, it's still there to a certain degree, Gray.
I
Sounds
can,
like a
A bit better.
fan, right?
yeah, here, let me. How's that? I turned the volume down.
Better, a lot better.
Yeah, it's better.
But Constantine, what were you saying?
I was saying that from a very young age, a lot of us had to put up with a lot of emasculation and indoctrination and subversion growing up in schools and stuff like that. And some of us were more fortunate to have men in our lives that helped shield us from it more than other young men out there. But we have all these women out here today that demonize men. You got a lot of feminist professors, some of them I had in college, that will try telling you that criminal justice statistics show that believe all women and men are, evil and stuff like that. Just to kind of sum that up, I hate to really say things in such broad terms, but there's a lot to dig into with that. There's a lot of studies and stuff like that. I've seen it even at the college I went to, and men just see all this stuff. They see how they're treated at work. A lot of the times they're not respected and appreciated for their work. Women don't appreciate all the hard work that they put in. Women feel entitled to your money now, it seems, more than ever. And I completely agree with you. Like, why would I fight for a country that just looks down on me and every other guy out there so much? And it's not even just the whole male female dynamic that we find ourselves in. It's also, you look at the politicians in this country. The politicians in this country don't really represent the American people's best interest. You got Trudeau over in Canada. He doesn't really represent a lot of the Canadian people's best interests. Why would I want to fight for them? Why would I want to serve their interests?
Yeah.
I could understand people, for example, choosing to go over to the Ukraine on their own volition as an individual to help fight, sort of what some people did a few years ago, joining up with the Kurds to fight ISIS. But why would I want to join the U.S. military to do that? Although it's just like what another thing to take into consideration is what three for
Dog, what you doing?
Is that me?
Yep. Are you moving
Yeah.
stuff around?
My bad. Yeah. No, I'll stay put, or I'll go mute. My bad.
It's all good. All right, finish.
It's like what 3 for 3 was saying in Chronic's live stream earlier today, all about how what was he saying? I caught in. I joined. I started watching the live stream near the end of Chronic's live stream, and they were. Man, I lost my train of thought. What was he saying? He brought up a very good point, but I can't remember it now. I lost.
It's all good, man.
I lost my train of thought.
It's all good, man.
I'll try to remember it.
Do you want Gray to go next?
Yeah, Gray can go next.
All right, Gray. Same thing. What do you think about my perspective?
Well, I'm definitely in agreement that like these people have been fucking doing everything in their power to make life for men miserable and like beating them down, destroying their economic opportunities, and all the while demanding that they work harder for less. So, yeah, no, fuck them. Fuck them.
I remembered what I was going to say real quick. What 3 for 3 was talking about is he said that the only real crappy thing about all of this is that most likely Putin is not just going to stop with Ukraine. He's probably going to try to see how far he can go and how much more land he can reacquire. That's really the only big problem that I see is he's probably not going to stop with Ukraine.
He wants to see how far he will go with countries that are not part of NATO.
Yeah, trying to reacquire some of the old comm block countries. See how many of those he can reacquire.
Yeah, he wants to, in my opinion, like what Island Hermit just said right now, he wants to rebuild the Soviet Union.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if for those of you who may not know, which I figure most people here are in the know about this, Putin, from what I understand, is former KGB, so he was a Soviet. He was somebody that worked in the Soviet government to a certain degree as an agent, maybe even in their military. I think he probably was, because if it's like the CIA here, usually you do military service before you do CIA agent stuff.
And will he try to take over NATO countries? No. I believe he's only going to go after countries that are not part of NATO, because NATO pretty much won't have a say, because if that's not a NATO country, it's none of your business, according to Putin.
Yeah, one of the only other really horrible thing that I think is going on is it's just hard to watch. I think we can all agree it can be very hard to watch all the innocent people getting hurt. I saw a video today of a Russian APC running over some guy in his car. No apparent reason.
I saw that. What the fuck? Like okay, I'm not trying to laugh because that was a horrible situation. But it was literally like, "Hey, where you going, boy?" Like, you just literally turned the whole.
The road. There was like no other vehicles on the road either. Like it's not like he had no other way to go. He could have just driven right past him. They could have just gone their separate ways. And then there was also some footage I saw. I think it was on Ben Shapiro's Facebook. He posted a video.
Yes.
Oh, he did. That's fortunate.
Yeah, they went down. The other civilians went down and ripped him out of the car.
That's good.
I'm surprised he was still alive.
Yeah, there was another video I saw of a Russian fighter jet just flying over a neighborhood and just shot a missile right down in the neighborhood, right next to someone's house. You hear the person inside's kid all screaming like, "What the hell's going on out there?" Yeah, I saw that
as well. Yeah,
it's just. That one was really hard because there was a kid in the freaking house. It's like, you guys, it's like no bedside manners when they're going in there. They don't mess around, man. They don't mess around.
They want to have all of these freedom and empowerment. What are these feminists? All right, And I'm talking about the feminists. You know, if you vote, you're considered a feminist. But I'm talking about the hardcore. You know, they go up in your face, pointing you like you misogynistic motherfucker.
Like Big
They want to
Red.
have all this empowerment, all this whole like what Island Hermit and what Ribby the Frog is saying. Oh, the future is female. Oh, until they have a whole fighter jet shoot a goddamn missile right next to your house. You know, like you have a whole country ran by a man. You know, like all right, future's female, right? Fight for your future. Fight for your rights. Fight for your freedom. Come on.
Well,
Don't be scared of that fighter jet.
I got a couple notes actually on leadership of this country. Like first off, this guy didn't get in with like 51.1% of the vote. He got in with 73%.
Wait, who are you talking about?
The current president of Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Volodymyr Zelensky, who, this was mentioned yesterday, but he's I'll quote Wikipedia. Volodymyr, I can't pronounce that middle name. Zelensky was born to Jewish parents on 25th January 1978. Both of them. So,
well, I know the previous Ukrainian president was corrupt. That I know.
Yeah, well, this guy apparently ran as a populist and anti-corruption.
Right.
That's his ancestry. And he won with 73% of the vote. But I think I say this is actually someone who has fewer political credentials than Trudeau. Because here's the thing. Because sure, he has a degree in law, but he's a former actor and comedian.
What?
Yeah. The president of Ukraine is a former actor and comedian.
I think he might have been a stand-up comedian or some shit.
Obtained a degree in law from the Kiev National Economic University. He then pursued comedy and created the production company Kvartal 95, which produces films, cartoons, and TV shows, including Servant of the People, in which Zelensky played the role of President of Ukraine.
This is the current
current president of Ukraine.
So do you think this is a bet that went too far? That he became president? Like, shit.
Basically, apparently, the series aired from 2015 to 2019, and he announced his candidacy for the 2019 Ukrainian presidential election alongside the New Year's address of the.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so basically, he played the president on TV as part of his political campaign. And in the second round of the election, 73% of the population voted for him.
The president is pretending to be president, became president.
It's a big joke on the world.
Yeah.
And Free Ross said Reagan was an actor. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Well,
well, I mean, I'm not
check
that familiar with Reagan's history.
Well, I mean, look at Trump. He was a reality TV star. And in 2009, he had a commercial, a Serta mattress commercial. That was, it was really weird because he's wearing the same suit in this 2009 Serta mattress commercial that a lot of conspiracy theorists believe was like them kind of giving you a hint at who's going to be president next. But he's wearing the same exact suit in this Serta mattress commercial than he is on the 2016 election night. And there's even some more weird shit in there I'm not going to get into, but it's just like, I think a lot of these guys are Manchurians, any which way you cut it.
But, hey, you guys do agree with my perspective, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear your explanation, real talk.
Well, I think this world war is going to be not just in this country, but in all Western countries, because by the time this country and every other country gets into this campaign, whatever the hell it may be, and whenever it pops up, I can guarantee you that the Western countries majority of them will have women presidents and or leaders in charge at that time. And this is going to be the first time in history where men of Western civilizations say, you know what, today's the day I'm going to be a human being and not a human doing. I'm no longer going to serve, because truth be told, the bankers who, basically have infiltrated our culture, they have destroyed all the action movies. They've all made them, these women, like superheroes and all this garbage. They've basically subverted patriarchy, the people who control Hollywood, the people who control, even music. All it is women shit today. So I think the bankers and the culture controllers have made this world for these women, and we've been the lackeys, we've been the slaves, toiling away, basically hoisting it up. And when this shit hits the fan in Western civilization, all the men who've gotten their backs broken and stepped on are going to say, today's the day I'm a human being, and I'm no longer going to be the human doing of this wicked society as a whole. And it's going to be a big, big surprise. But I think most men are saying, fuck this shit.
Well, now this is actually where you mentioned, Yidis, that the women were allowed to leave.
Yep, and they could choose to stay because I just
no. Here's the thing, though. That's the biggest mistake. Biggest mistake right there. You know why?
How so? Like, I'm not disagreeing with you, but how
what
so?
the fuck are the men fighting for now?
Yeah, I agree. A million %.
Like, you basically just, like, every simp who would have fucking laid his life down for a woman, now the women are safe. What the fuck's he gonna fight for?
Yeah, why force young men all the way up into elderly to die for infrastructure?
Yeah, infrastructure, property that, let's be honest, chances are a bunch of them don't own, because I don't know what their real estate market is, but I imagine it's also shit. So most of them don't own the land. They're probably renting. The women are mostly gone. Children too. Like, that's the thing. You can be like, oh wow, it's a shame that the kid was there. It's like, the evac order was given. Why the fuck don't they know to leave? Why didn't they leave? This isn't a surprise anymore.
Yeah, like, it's like, well, damn. I guess.
Like, did you think they were kidding?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, it's the thing. Like apartment gets bombed, kids screaming. Oh, why is the kid still there? Why doesn't the kid know that, fuck, I'm in Canada and I know that Russia has been on the fucking border of Ukraine doing shit for weeks now. Why the hell is this a surprise to anyone?
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that Putin wasn't going to do anything. Like, because they banked on the fact that NATO, more specifically the US, will be on their side.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. It's on their side. Okay, the tanks are here. It's like fucking expecting the cops to save you when the burglar's inside your house.
Hey, that's all these feminists and having too much faith in the government.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I don't have the sympathy. It's like, you had warning. This didn't come out of fucking nowhere. He didn't sneak the tanks over in the dead of night. This has been a hot issue for a while. You've had plenty of time to fucking prep and get into shelter.
It will be insane if shit pops off. We have weeks to prepare. That like, all right, hey, let's start packing shit now, and we need to get the fuck out of here. I don't know. See, it's just, that's what.
Yeah, like, if I hear like, there's a whole bunch of, let's say Russia. Let's say Russia,
Chinese.
Yeah, let's say that like Russia's fucking formed shit up on the West Coast or whatever, and they're marching forward. It's like 3 weeks before it gets here, and they're forming up tanks on the border of Ontario. Okay, I'm not gonna stay around any sort of infrastructure. I'm gonna buy a tent and get into the fucking woods. Thank you.
Yep, I'm out of here. Like, that's what a sane man would. I doubt the father was there. I didn't hear any, like that one video with the jet. I didn't hear any men. I didn't hear any.
Yeah, chances are like all the men are either A, fighting because their women and children didn't leave, or B, were kicked out of the house and probably got the fuck out.
Yeah, if I had weeks to prepare, me and my family, if I was in Ukraine, I'm getting the fuck out of there. Fuck that, you know? Because in the end, my main priority is my family.
So you have a president which his only credentials are playing the president on television. He actually has less credentials than Reagan, so the argument that Reagan was an actor is kind of a false argument.
Wasn't Reagan a governor or something like that?
He had a lot of different things.
Oh, yeah.
But I think he was more than just an actor out of law school.
See, what's funny about Reagan is he also signed the Hughes Amendment. So,
like Reagan's got his own flaws, but he has more credentials than someone who's like, yeah, I studied law, then went into comedy, then played the president on television. Now I'm president.
Yeah, that is true. That makes sense.
Yeah, Reagan did do a few good things, I think. I think he was a lot more well-liked.
It doesn't matter. I'd say I'm not even speaking on the results of it. That's subjective. What's objective is his credentials. And in just a quick browsing of Wikipedia, he has credentials that make him more credible as a president than the current president of Ukraine.
Yeah,
yep, I wouldn't be surprised.
And the fact that they didn't leave, that's just another example, which I believe is going to...
So everyone who's getting...
Hold on, I want to say this.
Sorry, yeah.
So what's happening in Ukraine in that video that we were describing, you can look it up on YouTube, where literally a fighter jet shot a missile near a house full of women and children. I don't know why they didn't leave, like what Grace said, when they had weeks in advance to get the hell out of there. They had way too much faith in the government, because why? A woman's power comes from the government. And I believe if shit pops off, the very same thing is going to happen in the States. They're going to first look for the government for help. And then when the government's like, no, I can't help you, then they're going to try to cling on to the nearest man. But they're going to be in for a shock. Where there are a lot of men like, nah, fuck that. You're on your own.
Well, that's exactly where it gets into, because like this is where you can point to any feminist that has faith in the government and look, okay, if one of you gets into trouble at a time, then yes, the government is your best friend. But if you're all in trouble at the exact same time, the government is not going to prioritize you. You are bottom of the list.
Who are the governments going to look after?
Yeah. Themselves.
Yeah.
Whereas if you had tied yourself to an individual man, sure, he might have less power than the government as an individual. But when the government is distracted by a larger conflict, that's the guy who's going to be your rock to fucking cling to. That's the guy who's going to make sure that your family gets to survive.
But remember, you treated that man like shit for a long time. So
a lot of these men that would have been more than happy to, grab that shotgun or rifle, and if somebody was to come to the door and that wasn't supposed to be there and was threatening you, your wife, and your kids, he'd be more than happy. He would be more than happy to do that.
Oh shit! He would have had them on he would have had a freaking bug out kit ready a month ago, and then as soon as the first Russian troops were spotted, they would have been gone, like nowhere near anything.
Sorry, I agree.
What'd you say? Real talk.
Statistics of. Can you hear me? You guys get? I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what I was trying to say is the statistics of singlehood, like single mothers, single women today, is higher than it's ever has been, and we know that they keep going after the highest percentage guy in the sexual marketplace they can find. So that goes to show those two statistics of, like, say the 90-10% or the 95-5% and the most single women ever. The majority of women are side pieces. They are side chicks. The majority of women out there. So if they're not even a main to any guy, they're fucked. The government can't save them. and the guy who was, you know, using him like he was supposed to, because, you know, she's not a virgin, he's not going to give her any sort of resource, any help, any sort of life saving, because he's going to be tied up to his wife, his fiance, or his long-term girlfriend in the end time. So I just thought I'd throw out there, the majority of them are side chicks, so they're fucked.
Right, and a lot of women, they also can't comprehend, because once again, they got too comfortable with peace. When shit hits the fan, do you really believe that good men out there is going to save some damsel in distress in the middle of the road in the woods by herself? Do you know how sus that fucking looks? How dangerous it looks? Like, do you know what happens to women during a shit hits the fan scenario? They become bait.
Oh yeah.
A man like, hell, I'm not going out there. Like, I'm sure you guys seen it all the time. I think it happened in Book of Eli, the movie. I don't think it happened in Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max Fury Road. There was a woman used as bait near the end scene.
Exactly, because once again, men understand men. Okay, like we understand each other very well, and they know that some simp out there is going to put on his cape and go and save the day, and then bam, he's robbed and chopped into pieces. No good man, or no masculine man, no man that has value for himself, especially shit hits the fan, they're not going to save you. And especially all these other men that pretty much got treated horrible by you guys. No. If shit goes that far, it's not going to be a good time. Let's keep it real. It's not going to be a good time for you feminists. I can't say anymore without, you know, Suzanne looking at me. But you know what I'm talking about. Chat, you know what I'm talking about. They're fucked. Like they're gonna, in my opinion, they're gonna have they're gonna be wishing that the patriarchy returned. Just put it out there. What do you guys think? Would you, when things get crazy, World War III, society in chaos, would you even worry about saving some random female?
No. There's only one female that's getting saved, and that's the mother of my kids, and she doesn't exist. So
bingo. You said it perfectly, Gray. Perfectly. We have no connection with each other. Plus, when shit hits the fan, you're just an extra mouth to feed. But I got puniti. I got my hand. Fuck it. Like,
yeah. If you need more than that, well, it's not going to be hard to come by.
Yeah, it's not. And guess what? The society that we built so peacefully, society that is so safe, that they are many model women here in Western countries are so unaware of the horrors of the world, of reality. So when shit does get crazy, they're exposed to all of that. Believe me, it's not going to end well.
Now, that actually brings up something kind of interesting, because I was actually catching a thing of Casual Geographic, a YouTube thing came up in the feed, and it mentioned lions and talked about how they're actually matriarchal because like this male lion got his ass kicked. But the thing was, it was in a zoo. And a zoo, there's no competition. Food is delivered. It doesn't have to be hunted for. There's no males competed for territory. Everyone is equally protected. So like, how can you so I thought it was funny that they took that kind of behavior and then thought, well, this is how lions are in the wild. Like, no, that's how lions are in a zoo. But that's a feminist society where all food and whatnot is protected and provided for, and there's no threat of outsiders.
Exactly. Like it literally proves my point, especially in the animal kingdom. I'm pretty sure most of the animal kingdom is patriarchal. Most. I don't really see. I don't think I know any matriarchal mammals.
Eh, bonobos, but that's about it.
Oh
But
yeah,
they,
that's about it.
but like but they live in a society that promotes that. And then hyenas too, because they got like the whole feminine penis thing.
Yeah, well, they can do like both or something like that.
No. The females are biologically bigger, and they've actually got kind of an external sheath vagina.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. In fact, I actually watched a video on that a couple of days ago on this YouTube channel. The black dude that explains.
Yeah, that's Casual Geographic.
Yeah. I like his channel. Very informative.
Yeah.
But yeah, regardless, yeah, that literally proves our point. It's insane. And what I saw something. Give me a second. Somebody at me. Where are you? Right there. Women are so bad nowadays that some men are marrying their waifus. Like, shouldn't that be a red flag to modern women? Like,
Yep.
shouldn't that be like, oh shit, they'd rather marry AI. They'd rather marry their pillows.
Well, no, that's the thing, because those women don't see those men as high value.
Exactly.
It's like how MGTOW are seen as low value because they're stepping away from women, even though a lot of millionaires are MGTOW.
Exactly.
So,
I think they'll get the message when successful Chad Tyrone, starts marrying AIs and pillows.
Well, there was that one Russian bodybuilder guy that actually found his way into a bunch of memes and stuff because he was doing that. There's like a picture of him with his body pillow or sex doll or something like that. So there are a lot more men than these women realize that are stepping away and refusing to put up with their immaturity.
but
Yeah.
but that's the thing. Like Yidis, as you've mentioned too, like men live in a world of probabilities, women live in a world of possibilities.
Yes.
And they still
Like you
think
could,
the possibilities are endless.
like that's the thing. Like you could point out that 99.9% of men would rather marry a waifu than a real woman, and every single woman will think that she's the exception.
Perfectly put. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You put it simple right there. Yeah. It's like, how do I say? It's kind of like you walk through a minefield and 87% of them are going to explode. And as a man, you'd be like, fuck that. But as a woman, you're like, oh, no, let's see how it goes.
You see it like Jim Carrey's character, I think was from Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, that's their motto. That's their motto. That's why their delusions are so high. It's because their standards are so ridiculous because they believe there's that one chance that they'll get that dude from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, they think they're like, well, I need to have super high standards and reject every other guy because there's a chance that there's a better guy. Like,
And there's a chance he'll want to wife me up.
because I'm the main character of my own story, and the hottest guy always wants the main character.
And that type of mentality and shit hits a fan is going to get them killed.
Well, by the sounds of it, it already has.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Like
I think it gets killed when shit. It gets killed when shit doesn't hit the fan.
Well, it's like, for example, how they always go for the bad boys and the abusers and stuff, saying, "Oh, there's a chance he'll change for me."
Yeah, and that's how Jeffrey Dahmer got a collection.
Yep, and that's how you see a bunch of Facebook Live videos of women being yeeted from life because they thought they can change a hardcore criminal.
I think Jeffrey Dahmer was the one that went after young men. It wasn't women.
It was men. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My
Thinking
bad
of
on
Ted
that. But
Bundy. Or
But
Yeah.
my second example works.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh yeah,
like that's the thing.
it
Like,
still stands.
like you have all these men who like they're apparently charismatic and women just fall for them. It's like, yeah, but now he's wearing you as a skin suit.
He's wearing your face as his face.
Exactly. Don't get me wrong. There are men that fail to look at the dangers and the probability of a situation because we men at times we think with our little head, not a big head.
We have our moments of weakness.
Yes.
Well, no, and then like, there's all kinds where like we use our rational side to create false justifications. Like every single married man who you like take all these statistics to, and they go, well, you just need to find the right woman.
Yeah, or happy wife, happy life bullshit.
Like that's the thing. Like they're in complete emotional denial, but they can't admit that they fucked up and have made a poor choice. So
Yeah,
they're instead
that's
going
the
to assume
difference.
that no, you must be the problem because I feel fine right now, or I'm in denial enough that I pretend that I feel fine right now.
And that's a very big red flag you guys need to look at, chat. If you interact with a woman, which I'm sure some of you guys will still interact with a woman, which is cool, and she constantly say that the previous person she was with was the evil person, like she did no wrong, that's a big flag in itself.
Yes, I've met
Okay.
several women that are like that.
And
that
do
I've
not
met
get into a
before.
serious relationship.
No.
Smash and dash.
Quite frankly,
With-
any woman
with
that
condom.
regularly talks about their ex, or the thing even talks about their ex, period. It's like, no, you're here to talk about us and our future. If you're talking about your ex, there's the door.
Well, I think the reason that they do that is because it means there's certain things they need to address, and they're not ready to be in a relationship with somebody else because they're just still caught up on a previous partner.
Quite frankly,
For
at that point, they've probably pair bonded due to the hanky panky, so they're useless anyway.
Yeah,
You know what?
that is a good point.
Hey,
There's a good chance
should I
of
do
that.
another breakdown of Brit Fault's Law in another stream? I think we should do another. We should break it down like a motherfucker. Yeah.
Honestly,
That's
yeah,
good.
if you took out Berthold's Law, like I'd actually take a whole bunch of notes down for talking points on that.
If I could suggest Black Ram, he really has gotten into it on several videos. He'd be an excellent guest on Briefhold's Law.
Dude, I need you know what? I'm gonna bring him back on. I'm gonna email him.
He gets philosophical with it.
Yeah, it just needs to be broken down because there's still people out there, even though you can look around society and that law, or they want to say theory. I don't think it's a theory anymore. Bertholdt's Law applies to literally all relationships. At least, actually, no, all relationships. And there's still deniers, especially, of course, the feminine. Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, you just trying to smear women. No. Stats don't lie. Looking at that couple down the street doesn't lie. Like, you yourself don't want to deal with a bro dude. So how is that smearing women if it's facts? So I will bring Black Ram 313 again for this topic because this needs to be broken down to a T. I am going to cut the live stream into segments. I'm going to do, because I think there's 4 parts to that law. I think there's 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut it to statements. Not statements. I'm going to cut it to segments.
Yeah, and I think I have some like counters to Bertholdt's Law because remember the last time we looked at it, there were some parts I disagreed with. So like, yeah, that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to be on the stream for that, because we do need to have some kind of arguments, because
I remember.
Oh, you remember?
I remember when Gray presented that. He was going through like pretty much the full spectrum, and I agreed with his point on brief votes. It's going to be in a society where there's no longer physical conflict and wars going on in this civilized Western society that we live in. I think that's where brief votes is going to be most applicable, but in certain situations, it's not clearly. And I think when the shit hits the fan, believe it or not, I think Gray's point is going to be valid when the shit really does hit the fan.
Well, yeah.
So we can go into that in the stream itself. I'll take some notes.
Yeah, for sure. I know you're going to get into.
I'll take notes on it tonight because I do agree that it is more applicable. To the first world situation, but I still believe it can still be applied to, tribal times or when shit's going crazy.
It sounds like good content either way.
Oh yeah. We need this. We need to talk about this as men. I know you understand, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
Because who else is going to talk about it, right?
Well, I'm sure women could talk about it, but it would probably just be 3 seconds of them all agreeing.
I feel like I feel that's
right. I feel that's right. Good debate, ladies.
Like, wait, what? Are we on The View? What the fuck?
We'll get Whoopi Goldberg to guest. She'll need a new career after Rittenhouse is done with her.
You know what? It would be insane if we can get like a famous feminist on a live stream. That would be crazy. Yo. Like, what's her name? Emma Watson.
Oh. God. I don't think she's doing anything. So
yeah, like she's post-war now, so like she don't got much to do.
I mean, shit, we actually name dropped her in the street. That'd probably work for both. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Watch the views skyrocket.
Yeah, precisely. Probably get up to freaking like 5-6K views. Like debate with Emma Watson on feminism.
Bring in Emma Watson. Oh shit. Yo, if I get Whoopi Goldberg on this show, it'd be horrible. Do you know how much shaming language you put on me? Especially if I'm a man of African descent.
That's why we get LOM on too.
How dare you turn your back on your very own black women?
To which I'd say, bitch, what's your real last name?
Yikes.
Okay. Oh shit! But hey, I do have another donation. Thank you very much, and it is from Mr. Pliskin. Hey, what's going on, man? He says, Mr. Pliskin appreciates your fortitude. Thank you very much for your donation, man. You guys are very generous today. I definitely respect that, but it ain't about the money no more. Okay, the money is to help make this channel, the Warband, better.
It's not about the money.
It's not.
I'm sending a message.
Send a message. Okay. I'm going to make sure I can get this message as far as possible. I'm already almost done creating my 4 other alt accounts in different platforms. So I'm definitely going to make a list very soon where you guys can join, especially Discord. I'm going to be doing my own Discord very soon. So all you guys can come on in and have a good time. There's going to be a lot of debates, though.
Yeah.
I want debates. I want people to talk. But Discord just did a new terms of service, so yeah. Gotta look into that. Gotta love it. But regardless, it's just too funny to me how quiet the feminists in the West are. Have you noticed that?
Well, I don't usually have my ear to them, so
no. But it's just like they usually, strutting around doing their thing on social media and stuff. But since yesterday, they're quiet. Like I see nothing.
Oh yeah, fear is a fast-acting drug with the women.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's going to be funny. It's going to be hilarious. And let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of outcry if the West gets involved. And just because the draft for women got shot down before doesn't mean it won't be brought up again. And
That's the thing. Like you can bet dollars to fucking donuts that women are seeing this footage out of Ukraine.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
Like
plenty of them.
they're seeing what happens to feminists in a war situation.
Plenty of women are getting the opportunity to view that on all the Daily Wire, people's Facebook pages, and the official Daily Wire page, and other conservative pages, and other liberal pages. They're all getting to see it. They're getting to witness that firsthand.
yeah. Island Hermit, all the women at my job, at my work, are terrified of World War III popping off. Now they're afraid.
Now they're
See,
scared. I thought they
Men,
were strong.
men are pretty much like fuck it, because who else is going to fight if we don't fight, right? And that's the same thing that happened in Ukraine.
Men already hit the acceptance phase a while ago.
Yeah, like shit, like who else is going to do it, right? you know, you know, not saying to do it. I'm not saying to do it, but I'm just saying throughout history, if shit pops off, men are like, all right, fuck, and they pick up their weapons. You know, and the same thing happened in Ukraine. Even though the so-called feminists are over there, I know there's feminists over there. Probably not as bad as the United States or Canada or wherever it is, but there's still feminists over there in Ukraine. Why aren't they fighting side by side with men as equals? And once again, they have a choice to fight. Just put it out there.
Actually, I had a. This may be just Russian propaganda. Let me see if I can find weapon. Let me see if I can find this article.
And once again, I'm just calling out the hypocrisy. That's all. I'm calling out the hypocrisy.
Now, actually, that something else. Again, really stupid move on Ukraine's part, but immediately drafting all those men. Like, let me. I actually had a thing pulled up from the Art of War right here.
And another thing, I gotta pull this up. That guy Pete, you refuse to invite to gatherings. Welcome, man. What's going on, bro? I need to check out your videos. It's been a while. I haven't watched your last couple of videos. But he says, when you're a man, as predicted, women see you as a misogynistic piece of shit until their world is threatened. Then you get upgraded to cannon fodder while they swipe on Russian soldiers. Hey, fun fact, there's actually Russian soldiers literally on Tinder. Like, it's been caught, it's been confirmed. Russian soldiers are on Tinder swiping with the Ukrainian women. At least they're being polite about it, right? Let me want to check out my tank. I ain't talking about the vehicle.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. Sorry. You have to. Sorry. This is the Washington Post. This picture. I'm just going to pop it in the private chat. Like, just look at that picture. Look at that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't think I can post this, but the man looks dead inside. He's like, fuck me. That looks bad. So the picture he showed me, and can you put the link in the public chat?
Let me just find which tab.
Yeah, Washington Post is they're so dumb. They're so dumb. They're so dumb.
There's several bullet holes behind them on the wall, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, I've seen it as well, and I got
there. Yeah, I posted in the chat.
Oh, where did what's his name go? Oh, there he goes. But that guy Pete, you are definitely correct. You are correct. They treated us like trash. Horrible. But now they want you to fight for their way of life as a good walking ATM, as a good meat shield for them. They're gonna be so shocked, and there's gonna be countless men like, "Sight, I ain't doing it. Here's a pistol. I don't want it anymore.
No thanks.
Good luck."
You can experience that 545 by 39 tumble as it hits your body. I ain't doing that. No thanks.
Oh man.
That 545 by 39 yaw game is strong. No thanks.
Yeah,
You can see what that's all about. You can experience that. I'm not gonna do that.
Nah, fuck that. In war, there is no safe space. There is none. Just kill or be killed. Watch him fold over like a lawn chair when they start hearing artillery strikes and like a whole ass fighter jet flying at them at the supersonic speeds.
They
Yeah,
hear
I
those.
thought I. Yeah,
They
so I
hear
thought
those.
I-
What are they? They hear the machine guns or auto cannons on the planes flying over, and they just see all the dust and dirt getting kicked up by the rounds hitting the ground. Oof! No thanks. No thanks.
No thanks at all. Did you post the link in the public chat?
Yeah, I did. So.
Did you delete or am I too far?
Hmm.
Dang you, Susan.
I'll post it again. Like maybe, do I need to be a wrench or something? I don't know. Like it's not that hard to find. Like if you just Google like Ukraine civilians weapons Molotov Washington Post, you'll find it.
Yeah, just Google it. We'll watch the post, gentlemen.
Yeah, I thought I saw an article on Russia Today about the Ukrainians throwing their weapons down in the face of the Russian advance, but I can't find the article again. So,
and what the freak said is American women need a wartime diet. Damn. Goddamn. I ain't saying he's wrong. Because all of them, they definitely do need a diet. Arch Knight, I would not be fighting for my enslavement when these people don't care about me anyway. Fuck that. I agree.
I think the best argument against fighting in the war is watching how the government treats veterans.
It's like, man, how should I say it? Because there are people like that. How should I put it? Because this happened in the black community during the times of slavery, where there will be men out there that are going to be fighting for the right to still be treated like shit.
That's because that's the thing. They'd rather not have control over their own destiny. Because then, like, if their life is shit, but they're not in control, then it's no fault of their own and they're blameless. But if they are completely free and their life is shit, they have no one to blame but themselves.
Exactly. I agree. Accountability is a woman and Simps kryptonite. I'm ass simp in there too.
Yeah, well, and it's actually, I think I might have mentioned this before, but this is a logical fallacy that it's kind of opposed in successful men and unsuccessful men. So like the fallacy with a successful man is that he believes all of his success comes from factors he can control. Whereas the fallacy of an unsuccessful man is that he believes all the misfortune in his life is from factors he can't control.
Yeah, which is that's BS, at least to me. Because unless something crazy happens, like the stock market crashing, it's still his fault, in my opinion, that he's not where he's supposed to be. Right? Like,
well, that's where the fallacy goes both ways.
Yeah,
because it's always a mix. Like a man, like if a dude is a 6'6" Chad, that's not entirely his own efforts.
Right. I agree.
However,
I see what you're saying.
so like there's always an element of luck. Like if you're born with a shit ton of money, with a financially savvy family, you are going to have an advantage over people who are born poor with parents who don't understand money and a shitty education system. Like there's going to be differences and problems, and even factors such as childhood nutrition can affect your height in the long run.
I agree. You know, not only is about things being within or not within your control, but it's about being born at the right place at the right time. Literally having a good hand to play at the start of your life. Good luck. Like,
Yeah. And that's not to discount that, yes, there are some people who were dealt, like people can be dealt a shitty hand and still find success, and people can be dealt a great hand and still end up fucked over, like through their own actions. So there's no denying that there's personal choices that matter. But
yeah,
it's always, but that's where the fallacy comes in, because the unsuccessful man, he wants to blame anything other than himself for his failures. Whereas the successful man doesn't want to give credit to anyone but himself.
Or gives the most ridiculous advice, you know, saying, you don't sleep, okay? I'm up at 2:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the morning, okay? Nonstop hard work. Like, no. That's a horrible idea. You know, just admit that you're a trust fund baby. Okay, it is what it is. You know, not for all rich people, but for some of them, I'm like, come on, you didn't know. Like, I know what your last name is. Okay, I know where you're from. You didn't. The fuck was that?
Someone's haunted.
My bad. I was just leaving. I'm leaving Lowe's right now. Yeah, I could throw two examples: Buster Shapiro and the Paul brothers.
What the hell was that?
Oh, I was walking through an automated door.
Oh.
Yeah, I was leaving. I'm leaving Lowe's right now. Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
That's what. See what the chat said. And before you continue, real talk, I gotta address this. Alan Herman, what the hell are you doing? 4 shots of pre-workout? No. Don't do it. 2 scoops max.
Dry scoops.
If you take it to the head, man, hey, you're gonna feel it. Don't put it in the water. Just throw it. Just throw it in there.
Just throw it back. Choke it down.
Oh, I did that before, man. That was a horrible idea. I was sweating. Like it got that bad. I was like, shit. I couldn't stop moving. My sergeant was like, bro, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, I was like, I took pre-workout so I could get ready for the PT test. He's like, oh, you fucking idiot. I'm like, come on, sir. Come on, man. I'm too tired, man. I had to wake myself up. But go ahead and continue, real talk.
I was just going to say, you guys are kind of describing some people that we've mentioned earlier. I don't call him Ben Shapiro. I call Ben Shapiro. I call him Buster Shapiro. He's one of those people who, you know, raised where it's like the circumstances kind of set up from the start. The Paul brothers, you know, anyone who's kind of pushed in our face and mainstream, even if they're mainstream YouTubers and they get really big, they're all going to be groomed for that particular position. They were all kind of set up. None of them are like natural hits, real natural talents. There isn't a Michael Jordan or a Mike Tyson coming out of these scripted talking heads that we're supposed to follow and buy into their ideology. I just can't stand Ben Shapiro. I got a disdain for that guy, not because of his particular culture, but how he rags on socialism inside these borders. But the moment we start dishing money out to other countries that he's in favor of, international socialism's cool. Domestic, not so much.
Hey, his sister can get it though.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna keep it real. Damn. See, even Island Hermit, Ben Shapiro's sister is super fine though. She, Hey, I guarantee you she doesn't have a hymen, so she better not expect a diamond from me.
I mean,
What's up?
since she's pregnant, I mean, she's not going to have one.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where those recent photos of her are coming from. They're like from her baby shower or something, and you can tell she's pregnant from what I could tell.
How much you want to bet she's going to break up her own family? I'll bet three Snickers bars. She'll rip her own family in the future. Watch. It's going to happen. It depends on.
Here's the thing. I'd take that bet because World War III might discourage that.
Oh, motherfucker. Yeah. I'm hearing great in the distance. Hey, so where's my Snickers?
That would be
my damn it, I missed my arm.
I'm like, well, we can bet 3 Snickers bars, man. I'm gonna hold you to that.
I don't give a shit, okay? I'm covered with radiation. I want my Snickers.
I don't care if there are only 3 Snickers left on the planet. We had a deal.
Deals and I made his word, right?
Like the Twinkies in Zombieland.
I have to go crawl to a convenience store if there is any left.
going through convenience store after convenience store, checking every back shelf, raiding every dumpster, just looking for a fucking Snickers bar to finish the settle
I'm
a bet.
looked at as a goddamn psycho. Like why are you digging through everything?
I lost that bet, man. I lost that fucking bet.
I gotta find Snickers. Like what the fuck? Like, but yeah, okay. I guess she's pregnant, but hey. I'm telling you, man, that if she's in the States, which I'm assuming she is, I don't think it's going to end well. I personally, I don't think. It depends on if Ben Shapiro can keep her on track. You know, it depends because family involvement in a marriage should be important. Not like involved, but make sure that things are going well and give advice if need be. But my bet is it's probably not going to end well. So,
oh, I can definitely agree it's not going to end well. It's just, she might. I just think there's various ways for things to end poorly that don't involve her breaking up the family.
True. I need to see who her fiance. Well, I don't know if she's married or not. I don't know, but
I could throw that. I'm gonna make it harder for Ben Shapiro to fucking speak. I'm gonna speak on these female issues. Like, dude, your sister's a whore.
Let me get her number.
She does breastfeeding play, or does that cost extra,
bruh?
You know those guys into that shit.
But Ribby, you be skeeted. Oh shit! But we're gonna. Oh, I got more super chats. Thank you very much for people for donating. I'm looking on my mobile phone. That's why it's taking a minute. Come here. Okay, I got one from CLF. I'm not gonna say your full name. Oh, it's from a clever fish. What's up, man? Edith, the anti-fetus elite. You're on point with how women won't go to war despite claiming how equal they are. It's all BS. Female hive mind is their own PR show. I told a female dental assistant to kill a bug she wanted me to kill because she was equal. She wouldn't do it. It was a teachable moment. I said, show us how equal you are. Kill the bug yourself. Amazing. They will run away from a bug, but cut off a semi on the highway. Fascinating. P.S. How do I call? We need to talk. Man, gotta spam the link, but hey, man, I agree. They just whenever things are going great, they claim that they're a hero. They claim that they're the best. Men are needed. Only goddesses allowed, etc., until they see a big old like fucking flying beetle flying in their face and they just crumple, especially if it was like a spider, just like, hey, what's going on, man? Literally a tiny spider just chilling. They will freak the fuck out.
Yo,
Only one woman that I known in my life that wasn't afraid of spiders, which was a red flag in itself, personally. Where she's able to take a spider by hand and put it outside, but majority of women, they freak the fuck out if there's any bug, and they'll make you kill it. Like, what the fuck? No, you kill it. Why won't you do it? Why do I have to do it? Why do I have to risk my life? I don't know if that thing's poisonous. You do it. Strong and independent. And I got another one. Where you at? I got super chat from LOL. Thank you very much. I'm not dying in Russia, so Democrats could put pride flags in Russia. Also, they told us they hate us. Why should I die for them in World War III? Call me a red pill doomer. Does that even exist?
And yeah, no reason they couldn't cross over.
Isn't that pretty much a black pill? Red pill doomer.
Yeah, that makes sense. You could probably call that black pill. Of course, you're going to get a black pillar that wouldn't call it black pill. So I don't think we want to get into that.
Oh yeah. Oh, there will be a part 4. There will be a part 4. But yeah, red pill doomer. I've never heard about that. That's something new. But hey, y'all. So we're going to start dying things down because I just may do a gaming stream in an hour or two. There will be a part 3 on this. There will be. We're not done talking about this. There will be a new topic tomorrow, but down the road we will do a part 3 because we need to call out the hypocrisy of this bullshit.
We'll have a weekly update based on how things progress.
Weekly, like breaking news. Yeah.
This week in the feminist utopia of Ukraine.
No woman to be found.
Taiwan enjoys free sneak peek at what will happen to them in just a few weeks.
Oh, and also Taiwan, where are my goddamn graphics cards?
Yeah, I want my 3080 tough card.
What
I want
the
my tough
fuck?
gaming 3080.
Introducing the most effective female fighting force in Taiwan, the Trap Army.
Uh-oh.
Wait, when did these women have so much strength? What the hell? Why are your shoulders bigger than mine?
I'm a strong, independent woman that doesn't need a man.
Bro, if I would shit my pants if I heard that. Like some dude in the wig told like, no. I'll be confused, honestly. I wouldn't like, wait, what? A whole wrestling match with the femboy soldier. Oh, that'll be a good one. But we're going to start with. Oh, wait, never mind. Because we got 2 more people. Real talk. Do you have anything else to say before we switch over to the last 2 guests?
Yeah, and these end times, don't let any creature convince you to be a booty warrior, just like in fucking
Talking about Boondocks? Can't understand you, real talk.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go then.
Well, you're clear now, but
Oh shit! All right. Well.
okay, I jinxed it. We can't understand you again. Yeah, we can't understand you again. I jinxed it.
Just gonna let you guys go, Puniti.
Puniti. I feel bad for real talk. That was my bad. It had to be Suzanne. Susan, it had to be. God damn it, Susan. Who else? Constantine, you want to stay for this conversation?
Sure. What's up?
All right, we're gonna invite a clever fish. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going, man? I'm sorry. Is my audio feedbacking? I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
I don't hear any feedback. You're good.
All right,
Nope.
cool.
And before you start, I'm gonna add Island Hermit first. A clever fish, then Island Hermit.
Cool. I totally agree with your point. They talk about equality. They say they're equal, but when it comes to them actually being equal, they just won't go out there. And I think that needs to be pointed out to them. But if you're in an environment like your workplace where you can't be so controversial, you use the Socratic method and you ask them, hey, man, do you want to go to war against Russia? And like, I know people in my workplace who would say like, no, I would be afraid to do that. Oh, no, I ain't doing that. So what do you think about that? What do you think about like kind of sowing the seeds? Like if you can't win someone over in a debate, that's one thing, but sowing the seeds and kind of asking questions because people can't really get mad at you asking a question.
Yeah, they can. They can get mad at you for anything. But as to your point, it's like honestly, they kind of just end up being dumb. Like they'll give non-committal stuff. You can't ever get them to make an answer. And even then, even if you could force an answer out of them, it doesn't mean anything, especially if they're a woman. Like that's just what they'll feel at that moment in time. Change their environment, they'll change their answer.
Yep, that's why we always say, gotta look at their actions. Don't listen to their words. Do not, even if it's your own mother, because she's a woman too. Let's keep it real.
You make a really good point. And well, I could add to your point in the fact that like my mother always submitted to my father, even though he always was pointed in the wrong direction. I'm not going to get into that story, but like if you ever notice, it seems to be like it's more about assertiveness. Like if you just push hard enough, even if it's in the wrong direction, they just give in and they fold. Do you guys agree with that?
Oh yeah, they respect power.
Yes, power. Yep, because as a woman per se, if they don't have anybody on their side, it is just her and a grown ass man. What can she do? So she has to submit, and she will submit to the strongest person in the room. You know, that's why as men we have hierarchies. Women do not. Women will just skedaddle like a herd of sheep and go to the strongest, most powerful man in that room. That's pretty much how it goes since the dawn of time. So it's about
you're absolutely right. That gives me a lot to think about in terms of strategy. And like the more I listen to the Manosphere, whether it's you guys or Undead Chronic or other people, the more I'm learning is if in the situation you simply tell, like without like explaining anything, you say, look, here's how it's going to be in XYZ. And she can see that you're angry. That's the beginning, middle, and end of it. She will respond. She will go that way. I've worked around people who are like this. I've had people in my family who are like this. And that's what you see time and again. But that being said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go think about this and I'll submit more information as I find it. But I think it's really about situational and social dynamics in the moment. And in the moment is the key. But Sir Edis, thanks for having me on. I will leave the studio and thank you for having me on. Take care.
No problem, man. Hey, come back anytime.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Island Hermit, what's going on?
Yo, what up? I figured I'd call in before I mix up these 4 shots of pre-workout and let my heart explode.
Bro, why did you do 4?
No, I'm not going to do 4. I'm probably going to do 2.
I was about to say.
I remember one time at GNC, I got a free sample of pre-workout, and I thought it was 1 serving, and it was 2. And dude, my heart started like fucking beating like out of my chest, dude. I couldn't even finish my workout. I was like afraid.
I'm pretty sure I was, because I did horrible. I did 2.5 scoops in high school. And in high school, I wasn't even that big. I was like 151 pounds. I took it in junior year of high school. And when I took those 2.5 scoops of pre-workout, I'm pretty sure I was having heart palpitations. Like it was,
Dude, you
I had to
probably
stop
were. That's
mid
pushing
working
it.
out. Huh?
That's pushing it.
Yeah, I had to stop mid working out. Like literally, like I was having the fainting spells and stuff.
Yep. That's how
Yeah.
it was with me. I was on the bench and my heart was just like fucking going crazy. And I'm like, holy fuck. And then I look at the packet and I'm like, oh, fuck. It was 2 servings, not 1. And then, I had to drink a bunch of water and just fucking chill out for a minute.
I went on the heart monitor thing because our teacher, because we had weightlifting classes in our high school, and the teacher was coach, so of course he's going to have that machine. I went over there. My heart was beating 170 something over.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was bad. I didn't tell nobody because I would have been in a lot of shit with the coach. Like, why? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, I definitely left the class early. I just walked the halls. I was like, I need to calm down. I need to chill.
Yeah, I normally do 1 scoop. Now, if it's a day where I'm like really exhausted, I'll do like a scoop and a half. But I don't really like doing like 2 because it's not really safe.
No, if you were like a big guy, I can see that. Like, 6 foot something, 200 and whatever pound motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It's understandable using 2 scoops, but me at my size in high school, yeah, that was.
Oh yeah,
stupid
dude,
shit.
you're like fucking. You're about to be like somebody who got jabbed up. Heart go boom.
Yeah, and somebody at my basic training, well, after basic training, it's the one they teach you how to do your job. One person died during a PT test because they took around 2.5, 3 scoops, and when we were doing the 2-mile run, he died after 1.5 miles, so he was already almost back, and then he just dropped dead.
Like if you think about it, pre-workout, it's just like crack for bodybuilders, basically.
Oh, pre-workout is amazing, but I am more selective on my pre-workout now. I do use, my favorite ones to use is Lit, and I haven't used Lit in a while.
Oh my god, dude, Lit is so good. I'm about to fucking mix up some Lit right now. They got gummy worm, and then they got one that tastes just like Mountain Dew.
And there's a Jolly Rancher flavor as well, I think.
Yeah, that one's good too. Gummy worm, I think, is my favorite.
Yeah, I'm only going natural for now because I've been doing that for a few months. But once I get back to my ideal body type, where I can start over the muscle building, because I need to start over, I'm gonna get back into the supplements. Pre-workout creatine, BCAAs.
I don't really take too many supplements. The only ones, like most supplements, are dog shit. But like the only ones that really work are like pre-workout creatine and protein powder. Other than that, like the rest of them are trash.
Pretty much. And let's get back on topic though.
Yeah.
What is your perspective on? Because I don't know if you've been here the entire time. What is your perspective on me saying that? Why would you fight for a society that treated you like shit the whole time?
Well, it's like how I said in the comment section, all the women at my work are freaking out, and I keep like telling them shit on purpose because it's like funny to watch them get worried. I'm like, oh my god, Russia said they're gonna nuke whoever helps, and they're just like getting all scared and stuff. And they're like, are you gonna if World War III happens, are you gonna save us with your big arms? I'm like, fuck no. I'm not going to save this fucking society. And they're like, why? Because why am I going to save a society that fucking hates me? Fuck this nation.
Hey, I agree. This is going to be the price of this gigantic push of feminism.
The only bad thing now is everybody's got nukes, though. So if one person shoots a nuke, everybody shoots a nuke, and then we're living in the world of Fallout, and I don't want that to happen. So
No, it's Russia. It's going to be Metro 2033 and whatnot.
who do you guys think is going to pop off the first nuke? Probably Russia.
But I highly doubt it's going to happen because I see him only taking countries that are not part of NATO.
Well, this is what I think is going to happen. I think China is rubbing their hands together and they're looking at Taiwan, and Taiwan shitting their pants because, you know, first they seen what happened in Afghanistan, and now they're seeing this, and they're like, yeah, we got fucking Taiwan in the bag. China and Russia are probably going to team up because why wouldn't they? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. We can take one of them, but we can't take both of them. And, you know, they fucking get rid of the U.S. and then fucking after that they can fight for who's going to be the leader.
Lot of complex steps in there.
Yeah, like I said, might not happen, but I kind of got a feeling that's how it's going to go down.
Nah,
If it does pop off.
Well, all this is happening solely because they don't respect Sleepy Joe at all.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, dude, they wouldn't be doing this if Orange Man was still in office.
No, they wouldn't. What'd you say, Gray?
Yeah, no, it's it would take a little more time to get extensively into it, but like even with the US in its current state, I don't like they're not going to be opposed to one another in this matter, but that's because what they're doing right now does not interfere. However, I also don't think that they can or would coordinate on something.
Yeah, I think the left wants to get us into a world war, though, because remember, they tried to paint Russia to be this boogeyman for so many years, and now is their chance, like, to say they were right. You know what I mean?
True.
I see what you're saying.
So who knows?
Well, that's the thing. They want a war, but then we're gonna be like, all right, you fight in it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe our remember that picture I sent you in Discord, Yeetus? That's our army, an elite force of women and trannies.
Yeah, that's hey, we're accepting all forms of help these days. It is what it is. Hey,
I want to see a
good
whole
luck.
battalion.
That's all I have to say. Good luck.
Yep. I want to see a whole battalion of GameStop mans fucking just fighting Russian troops.
Yeah, good
They
luck.
got their AKs. It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
Damn it. That's funny. But we're going to start wrapping it up right now because we're going to be saving more of this conversation in a couple of days. Ivan Herman, anything to say to the Warband?
No, I just figured I'd come in and bullshit with you guys. I'm about to get ready to go to the gym, so good talking to you guys. I'm about to hop off.
What are you going to be working on?
Today I'm doing incline bench, overhead press, weighted chin-ups, weighted dips, and I got a notebook of all. I keep track of all my workouts in a notebook, but those are like the main compound lifts I'm doing today. There are more exercises. I just can't remember them all without looking at the notebook.
All right, too easy, man. Go ahead, get those gains. Don't take all that pre-workout.
Yeah, and like I said, this one's for everybody in the chat. With all the we're on the possible verge of World War III, a civil war, and all kinds of crazy shit going on. You do not want to be weak in case shit pops off. You want to be strong. You want to be fit. Because, how are you supposed to not get taken advantage by somebody if you're just like a weak, fat piece of shit that hangs out on your couch eating fucking dino nuggies all day?
You ain't wrong. But thanks for joining, man, and enjoy your workout.
All right. Peace, guys.
Puniti.
Niti.
Let's get it. All right, Constantine, you're next.
All right. Really, I guess closing remarks I have would basically be just remember the whenever anybody asks you about this, just remember this society does not really appreciate what we contribute. It doesn't really appreciate the sacrifices men make. They don't actually appreciate any of it. You know, they talk about what a horrible country we live in, these feminists, yet they want us to go die for it. So just tell them, well, you have all these issues with this country we live in. Why would you want me to go risk my life and stick my neck out for it? You know, really makes you wonder what they're trying to say with their train of logic that they use. But I would also just simply say, just keep pursuing y'all's hobbies, keep working on yourselves, keep working on your health, working on your job, your careers, your getting your money right, getting your mental health right, and we'll just have to see how all this stuff plays out for sure. I would not be surprised if Sleepy Joe's going to do more dumb stuff. Would not be surprised if leaders of other countries like Trudeau and whatnot are going to do more foolish stuff as well. I actually saw the leader of the truckers was actually being interviewed by people, and he basically called the media out on trying to get him caught in some kind of trick question, essentially, and he called them out and he went off on them. So it was a really interesting thing to watch. So just be prepared. Things are might get a bit worse. Things could definitely get a lot crazier. We're just gonna have to see what happens. So all we can do is kick back and enjoy the show, I suppose.
Pretty much, man. I agree. That's all we can do. Open up a good drink, have your best cut of steaks, grill it, have your lawn chair, your favorite chair, and just see it all go down. Yeah, that's all.
Yep.
That's all we can do. Because why would we want to participate?
Yeah, it's like what Lion of MGTOW was saying yesterday, that these feminists should put up or shut up. Oh, you want to talk about how strong and independent you are? Okay. All right, well, let's go. They got an emplacement over there with a PKM firing some nice 7.62 by 54 rimmed over there, just firing that at over 600 rounds per minute. Let's go charge into that to take it out. You want to go do that with me? Oh, no, you don't want to have to go do that? Oh, what a surprise. I don't frankly want to do it either, but you expect me to.
Yep.
No, thanks.
Pretty much. But thank you for joining, man, and definitely try to join the stream tomorrow.
All righty. Well, thank you for having me on, Yudis. I'm curious. Are you doing a gaming stream tonight?
I should be.
All right. What are you going to be playing?
Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna do a part 1.
Ooh, are you doing like a whole playthrough of the series, like Assassin's Creed 1, and then you're going all the way through?
First, Revelations.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna go and play the other games that I probably haven't played, like Black Flag, Assassin's Creed. Well, I play Assassin's Creed 3, Syndicate, all that other crazy Assassins. Because I gave up after Assassin's Creed 3. I was like, okay, now it's getting weird.
Black Flag's
I
awesome.
gotcha.
So
I was told Black Flag was very good. Yeah.
Yeah, like I skipped 3 entirely and just went for Black Flag. Yeah, it's good.
And Ribby the Party Frog, feminist land whales are the only thing big enough to stop these Russian tanks. I can see the tanks try to swerve out the way. Oh my God! There she blows.
They need that
Man, the
fast reacting
harpoons.
time.
But hey, thank you for joining, man, and definitely try to join back tomorrow.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for having me on, Yudis.
Cool.
I guess I will catch y'all in another one. Puniti.
Puniti. Gray, you're the only one that's left. What do you have to say to the Warband?
Yeah, guess straight up, I saw a meme earlier where it's like Mr. Krabs freaking out because they've been awake, like running the Krusty Krab 24 hours a day. And he's like, 15! This is the 15th historical event we have lived through in our lives. I mean, it's like, Yeah, whoever said that may you live in interesting times is a curse, 100% fucking right. So, but definitely, gents, like, there's definitely going to be a push to get people to fight, but you do have to ask yourselves, what are you fighting for? Who are you fighting for? And are you fighting? And if you do fight, are you fighting for something that benefits primarily yourself? I'm willing to bet 99 times out of 100 in this case, it's going to be a no.
No.
But for some, it might be a yes. But you need to do that evaluation so that you can come to an honest answer.
I agree. 1,000,000% Gray. You gonna be on the stream tomorrow? I'm gonna have.
Should be. I think the schedule's open. So,
All right, too easy.
all right.
I
So,
want to know your input.
yeah, Briffel's Law, right?
I'm saving that for later on this week. There's
All
a
right,
different topic I want to talk about.
All right, yeah. If you got something that you want me to like bring some notes on, just message me on Discord, and I'll spend an hour or two getting some material.
Yeah, I will be still making notes for the Briffel's Law stream, because that one's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna see. I'm saying later on because I'm gonna see if I can get Black Ram in.
Yeah, it sounds good.
All right, man. Thank you very much, and I will see you tomorrow, Pootie T.
Ooh, neaty.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's just me, Sirius, doing my thing. Ribbity Party Frog. Assassin's Creed got weird when you fist fight the Pope in the second one. Hey. Some people want to fist fight the Pope, all right? Just put it out there. Sometimes you got to go fisticuffs with the Pope. But, gentlemen, I'm sure you get my point of what I was trying to get across today. I'm not saying don't fight for your country. I'm not saying don't fight for the government or don't fight for the feminists. But I'm not going to feel bad. I'm going to feel very confused, actually, on why will you fight for the very same system that treated you like shit this whole time? Why? It makes no sense. Why will you shed blood, lose your life, the only life you have, for the people that made your life live in hell? Think on that, gentlemen. Think on that. There will be a part 3 to this around next week. And I will be doing a gaming stream sometime tonight. I should be on tonight just to see if I can get back into the Assassin's Creed lore. But overall, this was a great stream. And there's plenty more good streams to come. This is Sir Eudes. Hopefully you guys had your daily dose of red pills. And I am out. Peace.